Are you dreaming of living in a picturesque community with stunning landscapes, top-notch amenities, and a vibrant lifestyle? Welcome to Daniel Island, the crown jewel of Charleston suburbs. In this video, I'm going to show you why Daniel Island is the most beautiful and desirable place to live near Charleston, South Carolina. Stay tuned to discover what makes this island paradise so special. So basically, come with me for a driving tour of my favorite suburb, if you want to call it a suburb, town, whatever you want to call it, favorite area near Charleston, South Carolina. Come with me. We're going to drive through Daniel Island together. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Dave Broom. I'm a local realtor in the Charleston, South Carolina and surrounding areas. If this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, exploring, eating, chilling, and definitely playing in Charleston, South Carolina and the surrounding areas, like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when new videos are hitting the channel. You can come check them out. But really, when you subscribe, it really helps my channel grow, and I can bring these videos to you and show you all about Charleston and the surrounding areas. And to be honest with you, my team and I were getting calls, texts, emails from people every single day who are sick of living in states they don't like. They want to move down to a state like South Carolina, which is an amazing state to live. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. My wife and I and our 4 kids moved down from Buffalo, New York a little over 2 years ago now, and it's the best decision we've ever made. We absolutely love it. Feel free to reach out though. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to just have a no pressure conversation with you, tell you about my story, hear about your story, and is Charleston and the surrounding areas and myself a good fit for you? We probably are. I like to personalize the experience, so I will get to know you. I know the area really well, and I can show you different areas via Zoom, via FaceTime to see if taking a trip down here is right for you. But let's go on the tour of Daniel Island, my favorite place in all the suburbs near Charleston, and you're going to see why. Now, as you can see, as we drive around here, the homes are beautiful. The average home price is about $1.3 million. So these are high-priced homes, but it is a very charming area. Daniel Island also has a rich history dating back to the 1600s, actually. But it wasn't until the 1990s that it started to develop into the vibrant community that it is today. This 4,000-acre island is located about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown Charleston, making it an ideal spot for those who want the charm of Charleston without the hustle and bustle of the city. It's kind of like you're on, it's called Daniel Island. You're on your own little island out there, and it's less congested than Charleston, but you're super, super close. You're right on the Wando River. There's golf courses. There's great places to eat. We'll get into that in a little bit, but we're going to drive around a couple of the park areas. Smythe Park is the big park that we're going to go to. There's a big lake there. There's a pirate playground, and there is a treehouse park, they call it, right on the Wando River, which is a really cool place to take your kids in that. But let's continue the tour, and you'll see just by driving around here why it is such an intriguing place to explore and possibly live. But as we continue the tour here, you can just see these houses. The trees are what get me, really. You get all the trees overhanging the streets. It's a really cool feel. Just gorgeous neighborhoods around in here. There's amenities everywhere. Golf cart community. Just a very cool feel as we keep driving around here. Southern style homes again. These homes are pricier. The average price is over $1 million because you're so close to Charleston. A lot of them are right on the Wando River, and it just gives you that. Look at the streets. It just gives you a different feel. That southern charm. Really, really cool areas as we drive around here. We are going to go down one of the main streets where there's stores. There's also basically everything you need is on Daniel Island. It's like a one-stop shop where you can go to the dentist, you can go to the laundromat, you can walk to a lot of places as well. So there's a lot of walking, a lot of biking, a lot of golf karting. I like the homes with the double porches. Just gives you a really quiet feel in here. It's much, like I said at the beginning, it's much more quiet than Charleston, but you're close to Charleston. You're also close to the beaches. You're close to Mount Pleasant. Really, really good store areas, but you don't even have to really go off of the island to do anything. There's a New Realm brewery which we're going to pass at the end of this video. Stick around. I'll show you where that is. That's a really huge restaurant and brewery where they have good beer, good drinks in that. And it's huge, and they also have a patio area. So if you want to bring your family in that, it's a really cool area to do that. But we're going to pass a lot of the stores here as we drive down. We are going to Daniel Island Waterfront Park. We're going to drive around. I'm going to show you where there's a couple restaurants in there. You can go down and walk on the beach area by the Wando River. Real quick story as we continue driving here, as we pass some of the stores about the Daniel Island Riverfront Park. My wife and I and our kids were actually down there just walking on the beach. There's like crabs and stuff everywhere. It's kind of like surreal because you're by the water. It's a really cool park in that. But then we walked out onto the dock and we saw a dolphin like 10 feet from us, and it was kind of playing with all the people on the dock, as in like performing a little bit. It was so cool. I've never been that close to a dolphin before, and it kept going under the dock, and my kids were going. It's just a really cool place to go down and visit. I would love to live there someday, and it's just a great island and town to go out to eat, date night. We've gone to date nights down here and that as well. It's really cool. But we are pulling into Daniel Island Waterfront Park. There's a splash pad, there's a playground. You're right on the Wando River with the docks and that. We're gonna pull past, right here is a little business section. There's a dentist in here, there's a law firm, there's different businesses in that. But as we keep pulling down here, we're gonna pass the Dime is the first one we're gonna pass. So we're gonna pull down straight here and then pull around. It's a really quiet little area that you can bring the kids in, hang out, and go to the playground if you want. The only thing I'll say about the playground is it's not shaded. So we were there at 1 o'clock and it's July and it was scorching hot, but you could go to the splash pad, which was nice. So as we pull in here, the Dime is gonna be the first restaurant. There's also condos right here to the right. This is the splash pad straight ahead. And then as we turn right down in here straight, the Dime there, they have pizzas, really good pizzas. They have drinks. You can get beer, you can get pizza, you can get ice cream in that. So it's kind of a really cool place to bring a family as well. That's another restaurant right here as well. Really cool restaurant. That is, I can't think of the name right now. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back and I looked it up. I've been there multiple times too. That's King's Tide. Really good restaurant to go to. We've gone to a couple of date nights there. It's a little fancier on the bottom. Upstairs is a little lunch area and that. And then you'll see the Wando River. You'll see the playground area. There's a beach area as well. And just really cool vibe down in Daniel Island where you can bring your family. One of the many playgrounds and park areas that is really good to bring a family to. All right, but now it's coming to the time of the video. As you see, the beautiful scenery behind me is I'm going to give a little encouragement. If you are in a state that you do not like, I was in your shoes. We lived in New York. We lived in Buffalo, New York. We grew up there. I lived there for 36 years. My wife and I got married there. Our family is still there. We started to raise our kids there, and we didn't want to be in New York anymore. We just didn't want to be there. The weather, there's other factors, but I'm just going to get into the weather and that. And we decided to explore different states. Where could we move to? And Somerville, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, we've been there. I actually officiated my cousin's wedding down in the Charleston area. We were actually out. This was a little crazy story. We were out out getting a couple drinks to celebrate him getting married, and he comes up and asks me. They already had officially gotten married, so he comes up and asks me if I can officiate. I'm like, are you kidding me? The night before this? So I officiated a wedding in Charleston. It was a really cool experience. We loved the city of Charleston, so we came down and looked at Charleston. Could this be a possible place we could land and raise our family? And we took the plunge over 2 years ago now. Absolutely love it. We love everything about it down here. Yes, the traffic gets heavy sometimes. Yes, it gets hot in the summer, but we love it. I mean, our kids get outside all the time. We love the freedom down here. We love the weather. We love getting close to getting out, going to the beaches. We love going to Daniel Island like this video is. But I'm just here to tell you, if you don't like the state that you live in, you can move. I've done it. Is it nerve-wracking? Yes. Is it a little overwhelming? Yes, it was overwhelming, but once you get down here, you're like, why didn't I do this 5, 10 years ago? If you don't like the state you're living in, feel free to reach out. You can just text me. We can set up a call. I will just explain the logistics of it all. And is Daniel Island a good fit for you? I mean, the big places people like to live, I'm going to do more videos on this, but Somerville is an area that's like 35, 40 minutes from Charleston. If you want to be closer to Charleston, you have Daniel Island, you have Johns Island, you have James Island, you have Mount Pleasant. You can live on one of the beaches if you want to. There's just so many places to explore down here. If you have kids, it's a great place to raise kids. They let you raise your kids the way you want to raise your kids. It's not all up in your business about it, and there's freedom down here. But that's my soapbox as we continue the tour here. Just feel free to reach out, no pressure conversation. I would love to just talk to you about the process of moving and why it is such a good area to live. I can ramble off some. The weather, property taxes, the amount of house you can afford down here. Yes, these houses in this video right here are over $1 million, but the taxes that you pay on these houses are so much less than other areas, especially New York, California. I'm from New York, so I know New York taxes are crazy. Even in Buffalo, New York, they were high, but I know toward Long Island area, if you live in Long Island or near New York City, or even in California, any of these big cities, you're going to pay a lot of property taxes, and down here, you do not do that. But that's my soapbox for this video. Let's continue the tour. All right, we're now on Center Park Street. Driving around, there's a park right there. Cool. Those are attached homes there, condo type homes. But as we pull down, we're going to continue the tour, just driving around these neighborhoods and that, and seeing the houses are different in here. You get that small town feel of Daniel Island, but you're also getting these big homes on the Wando River, close to other places. We're going to pass I think we're still going to pass a couple schools. There's schools right on there. There is, like I said, there's everything you need is right on Daniel Island here. But the trees, every time I drive down in here, the trees are what get me. It's just a beautiful, picturesque area that is in a prime location in sort of sometimes it's forgotten. Daniel Island can get forgotten. A lot of people hear of James, Johns Island, Mount Pleasant, but Daniel Island is sometimes forgotten, but it's a really cool island or suburb or area, whatever you want to call it, right by Charleston. It gives you beautiful homes right on the Wando River, prime location, close to the beaches and that, and it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous area, as you can see as we drive around. One of the big things I like to do on this channel is to let you see the area. When you live in another state, which most of you do, it is hard to know where is a cool place that we could check out to live. I wonder what areas are around Charleston. That's why I make these videos, so that you can see it. I'm a very visual person, so being able to see this and have somebody explain it to you is very valuable. And then you can decide, let's take a trip down there. Let's see if Charleston, Somerville, or the surrounding areas is right for us. Let's see if our family would fit there. That's what happens a lot. People reach out and then we set up a quick call. I just get what they're looking for. We go down to where I think they would really like, and we tour the area. A lot of times they like it, and they end up buying down here. This could be a 5-day process or a 5-year process. It's okay. If you are more than a year or two out, reach out. If you are 5 days from wanting to move down here, reach out. It doesn't matter. There's different situations, and real estate is a process. But as we keep driving around here, you will fall in love with Daniel Island like I did, and just know that this area is a really, really quiet, but yet a lot of stuff to do on the island as well, as you can see. I mean, we are now passing Smythe Park, it's called, where there is the water on the side. We're going to go up past we call it the pirate playground. There's a pirate ship on there. We've gone on there. I've done a couple other videos on that. I think that was on my TikTok actually instead of my YouTube. But Cool area to bring your kids. I think the Pirate Playground's coming up in a minute here. You'll see it on the left-hand side as we keep driving. But there's trails to walk on. There is sidewalks on both sides of the street. The one thing with South Carolina is you like getting outside, like doing things like being active, like getting the sunshine. And it's a cool place to do that. So this is the Pirate Playground on the left-hand side right here. You will see the kids really liked it. We're going to drive up onto the houses by the Wanda River. These ones get a little pricier because you're right on the water. We are going to pass the treehouse park or tree. It's kind of, you can go up into it. It's a tree house, but as you can see, these houses are super nice down in here. They get really nice, and it's just a picturesque neighborhood to be in. I like the staircases on here. A lot of these houses are elevated because you can get some flooding in this area. There is different flood insurance that you would check out if you live on Daniel Island. Some areas you just have to find the elevation of your property and see what the flood insurance would be. But that's a process in itself when you come down. So like I said, real estate's a process. I can help you through all of that. So we are coming up. I think just these houses are super, super cool down here. We're turning. This is going to be right on the Wanda River, and we're going to go by the treehouse playground here in a minute. Coming up, but still the trees are still here. You're right on the Wanda River. Awesome, beautiful houses. That was the treehouse playground. We're going to swing around here and come back around. I really like the ones with the staircase on both sides as you go up to the houses. That's a really cool feature to have on the house. But cool houses, great island. This is the place to be for sure. After this, we go on to the main road in Daniel Island. You're going to see the stadium down there where they have concerts. They do tennis down there. They do a lot of tennis, like amateur tennis matches down in there. And we're going to pass some of the restaurants, there's some really cool restaurants on Daniel Island. There is stores in that as well. We're going to drive down. But super cool. I mean, you could just see it's even better in person. Obviously, it's better in person, but the video even gives you just this feel of it. This is July down here in South Carolina. Everyone from the north says it, not everyone. People from the north that don't want to move down to the south have to justify it. So they say, it's so hot in the south. It's so hot. Is it hot June, July, August? Yes. Is it unbearable? No, you can get out in the morning. If you go out at noon, yes, it is unbearable. My wife is actually just texting me. She's with our kids at a playground and it's around 10:30, 11 right now. She's texting me, yeah, it's hot. But usually you're by water. There is pools in all of these neighborhoods. In a lot of the neighborhoods, there's pools and you're close to the beach and you get by water and it's gorgeous. Well, we're going to pass some of the stores here. We're going to pass New Realm Brewing like I was talking about before. Really cool brewery. There is also a Mexican restaurant. There's a bunch of restaurants in here. There's authentic Italian restaurants. There's pizza places to go to. Really, really nice area, as you can see. We're going to drive up here. I think it's on, yeah, we're coming up to, this is just showing you how many stores in that are around here. New Realm Brewery is on the left-hand side here. There's also shops in that here. We're going to pass the stadium in a minute, and there's a New York butcher shop. Really cool Mexican restaurant on the island as well. And this just gives you the feel. But before we go, if you are thinking about getting out of your state, coming to a different state, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Days, nights, weekends, I will get back to you. Texting is the best way to go, but you can email me. I just got an email. I emailed the person back. I'm good at communicating. We'll set up a call. We will get you down here to view the area and see if it's the right fit for you. Reach out and keep it real, y'all.